All right, y'all. It is inside this room. Hey, Minimal fam. Becoming a minimalist family has been amazing and has really helped us find that peace we've been so desperate for. But there is something that we turned a blind eye to, and we didn't realize that it was making us feel so overwhelmed and feel like we had no space in our house. They have no idea what's coming. All right, babe, tell them what it is.
The play yard. So we bought this huge play yard for the kids when the pandemic first started, since we wouldn't be able to go to the park or really get out much around people. So we wanted them to stay active. And so we got the one that's for indoors. And after a year of using it, the kids are really no longer interested in it. And it's just huge, so it's visual clutter. We had moved it around the house a couple of times, but no matter where we put it, it wasn't a permanent home for it, so it just kind of sat there. So we've been talking about taking it apart for months now. My husband said he was going to take it apart for months now, and he has not. But we plan to move to a place with a backyard, and the play yard will have like a home finally, because it is indoor outdoor and we really want the kids to play outside more. So when we move, it'll finally have a home.
It wasn't until recently, about 2 weeks ago, we did our organized home tour with the Minimum Mom and a bunch of other YouTubers. We'll link that video below. But we moved the play yard out of the area just to give a better picture of what the living room actually looks like. And when we did, Carlene and I just looked at each other and we were like, oh my God. We did not realize how much space we had lost since we put the play yard there. And we started to see it was causing us so much stress and headache. And we just said to each other, we need to just break this thing down now, or we're just gonna spend the rest of these months in the lease constantly feeling this overwhelm and feeling claustrophobic in our own home. So when we decided that, I didn't really have the chance to break it down. So we just said, let's just put it in the kids' room for a little while and we'll break it down soon in a couple days or so. And so we put it in the kids' room, but every single night since we've had it in the kids' room, they have not been sleeping at all. All we hear is screaming and jumping and laughing and kids bumping into walls. And then finally, a couple days ago, all we hear is this horrific scream. Like that. And we rush into their room and Mila is bleeding from her foot. Zion is bleeding from the mouth. Apparently they had a crash course collision in the middle of the dark. And then we're just like, okay, this needs to just stop. I need to finally break this thing down. But I'm kind of worried about Mila and Zion's reaction. Mila, what do you think about this play yard?
Good.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
What do you think about this play yard, Poppy?
Puppy!
Well, I gotta go get a box for this play yard so I can put all the pieces in there, because we don't want to just store it in an area and just have all the pieces just flying around and causing more clutter. So I'm going to Home Depot now. All right, here we are. The male version of Target. All right, honestly, I don't think any of these boxes are wide enough for what we're trying to do. And this is the widest box they've got. I know it'll fit some of the pieces, but not all of them. That's the best that I can play with, so we gotta try to make it work. Ooh. This is a long line. and put it in the trunk. Completely forgot how to do this. Why does that always happen? Like, you put it together the first time, when you go back to like break it down, you just completely forget. I don't know. I feel like I'm about to break this thing. All right, y'all, I told you, I did not think that that box was gonna be able to fit these pieces. I literally had to put them in sideways just to get them in. You can't even close the box. And these two pieces right here just did not fit at all. But, I mean, it's something. It's something. Better than throwing a bunch of pieces in the closet. All right, now it's time to tell Mila and Poppy. Mila, Poppy, come here. Come here.
What are you doing?
What's happening? Careful.
What happened?
We broke down the play yard.
Why?
Because it's taking up so much space, remember?
Why, Daddy?
Remember we said we're gonna put it, when we move to a different place, we're gonna put it right in the backyard so you and Poppy can go play.
Really?
Yes. Remember we put it in the living room, in the dining room, and in your room, and you just have nowhere to play.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
Let's put it in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
Wow.
Now, next mission. All right, that's not enough room. Then it'll get really tight with some of this video equipment. No room in here or this closet. It's not ideal, but the only place to really store this is in our closet. At least it's only for a couple more months until we move into a bigger place. All right. Not ideal, but not too bad. It's crazy how just one thing can make such a crazy difference in your house. I can just tell there's so much better flow. Me and Carlene are so relieved now that it's finally done and put away. And whenever we move to a larger place, we're gonna be able to put that up for the kids to play with again. Minimalism with kids can be tricky, but with some trial and error, we found some really great ways to make this possible even as a family. These videos right here will show you some practical ways on how we do it, and so you can too. Stay minimal, friends, and we will see you in the next video.